Hello my sunshine fam, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I welcome you, and please hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell where you know I will upload a new video where you'll be notified. Please like, comment, share, all that stuff. Today's video is going to be a little bit heated, I know, because this is something I've been talking to my family about. I'm pretty sure that most of you that are watching are now or have been in the past year on unemployment due to COVID. Now, I'm probably going to make a separate video strictly about COVID because I've learned a lot that people don't want to listen to me about. And it doesn't come from any national news outlet. It comes from some average everyday people from Australia that were in Wuhan when the whole thing started, but that's a totally separate issue. What I want to talk about today is the fact that there are so many places that are hiring and nobody is applying to these jobs that are looking for people because they are so short-staffed. I'm talking mainly restaurants, retail, that kind of thing. I'm sure no matter what town you live in, what state you live in, I don't know about countries, but if there's this problem over in other countries or not, but I'm sure that you have been driving around picking up groceries, maybe going out to eat, going to the store to pick up some things, whatever. Maybe you shop all online, I don't know. But in any case, a lot of stores, most of the stores nowadays have help wanted signs. But nobody is hiring anybody because nobody's applying. And I can speak from experience on this because Sea-Dog works at a restaurant, a fast food restaurant that has been looking for people to work for them for months and months and months. And I've talked to the manager of the store and I told her, I said, I'm sure that you don't have any pull in this, but what you need to do is stop putting a help wanted sign on the sidewalk out front because it's off the highway and it's off of a main road, but people can't see the hiring sign unless they actually go in to this strip mall, to this particular store or some of the stores surrounding it, seeing that there's a sign out front that says they're hiring. What they need to do is put up what I call banner signs on the highway and on this main road so that people see, oh, there's a place in here that's hiring. I'm looking for a job. Maybe I should go in and look and apply for this position. The problem we're finding, and a lot of us are discussing this, Silver Mist, myself, Sea-Dog, my parents, a lot of these people are saying that because of unemployment and the extra $300, which I'll give you the website to look this up on. I just looked this up today and it was posted on May 3rd. So yesterday, I think it was. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago. So it's very new. Because of the extra $300 you're getting on top of your unemployment, you don't want to go out and apply for a job because you're getting paid good money. But think of the flip side of this, okay? There's been a video, there's been several videos going around, but this particular video in particular shows these people sitting in a restaurant, very small restaurant, I don't know where it's at, and they're filming this woman and her boyfriend that came into, or husband maybe, came into this restaurant, and they were just going to walk 5 feet. The guy is wearing a mask, the woman is not, and the worker comes up to her and says, I'm sorry, you're going to have to wear a mask in order to come in here. Well, she's already in the restaurant. And it looks like maybe it's a deli or something, and the girl is quite young, blonde hair, very short. So if you see in this video, you know what I'm talking about. I'll try to link put the link in the description below. And she's arguing with this woman, and the woman's like, well, I just put makeup on. We're only going 5 feet. This person's not wearing a mask. That person's not wearing a mask. And the girl turns around. The worker turns around and says, well, that's because they're actively eating and drinking. You can't eat and drink through a mask. So obviously when you're sitting down and you're eating and drinking, you're not going to be wearing a mask. But when you first come in, yes, you have to wear a mask. Now, granted, it's not the law. It is mandated, but it's not the law. It's a lot of companies' policies that you wear a mask. So I've been watching these like Karen videos, like Karen Apocalypse is the name of one channel I watch, which personally I really shouldn't, because it shouldn't really be entertaining. But, you know, I get that people are tired of being cooped up. They're tired of dealing with COVID. They're just tired of all these rules that they don't want to follow the rules anymore. I get that. But if everybody would just stay home for like 2.5 months, maybe we will be like Wuhan, where they do not have any more cases of COVID in where it started, in this town of like 11 million people. 75 days it took for them to not have any more people with COVID. The last person left the hospital that was treated for COVID, and they haven't had any cases since in the past year. Okay? I can try to link that video down in the description below as well, if I can find it again. And just please watch it, okay? Because that's where I'm getting my information from. But anyway, going back to the employment thing. I get that you're making good money with unemployment and the extra $300 a week. Now, when it first started last year, after I quit at Cub, I was getting an extra $600. Well, unfortunately, unemployment quickly audited me, and they made me pay all that money back that they paid me. I could keep the extra $600 per week, thank God, but they quickly audited me. I don't know why unemployment isn't doing that now. I don't think people are really actively going out and looking for a job. And I researched it, and yeah, there are some loopholes to it that, you know, if you're unemployed due to COVID, if you're sick with it, and that kind of thing, then they're not going, you know, they basically don't question you about the COVID thing. It may have changed since I quit a year ago, but in any case, it's stretching these people to the limit. And going back to this video I was just talking about, sorry, I'm all over the place. Going back to this video I was talking about, the girl got so fed up, she called her manager over, and the manager was trying to get this woman to wear her mask. And she was arguing with the manager, going, we're just going 5 feet to that table over there. Well, the girl got so mad because she was so sick to death of dealing with people like her that she literally quit right there on the spot. She took off her apron, she took off her hat. She goes, I am not getting paid enough to deal with people like you. She said, it's people like you that are making it difficult for me to have a job. And she literally quit in front of her manager right there and walked out the door. And after she left, then the woman decided to put on her mask, and then they left without even ordering anything. I mean, really? I'm sure most of you are not like that. I would like to think that all of you are not like that. I know I'm not. I mean, yeah, that is one of the reasons I left Cub, because of the hostile work environment, not just from the customers, but also from my coworkers. So I looked it up on this website. I just Googled it, and if you go to dn.ampproject, so there's 2 P's, .org, it'll say CNET Personal Finance, $300 weekly unemployment benefits, extended payments are coming, what to know. So here's all the information that you need about that. So you can pause the video and look at that. So apparently unemployment has now been extended to September 6th, I think it says. Yeah, September 6th, because of this new stimulus plan. They're talking about a 4th stimulus check coming for up to $1,400, but that's still in the beginning works. And that child tax credit payment starting this summer. It's called the American Rescue Plan, which includes an extension to the $300 bonus checks for unemployed workers that lasts until September 6th. So if you go to that, you can read the entire article. I'm not going to bore you with those details because I've got a limited amount of time to speak. But if you are unemployed due to COVID and your company is not looking to start up again anytime soon, or your doing work remotely or whatever. I mean, things are starting to open back up. And as a DoorDasher, I can tell you, last year, or even like a few weeks ago, I'd go to like Burger King and Chipotle, and they would have their doors open so that I could go inside to pick up my food. Well, now Burger King has shut down their dining room, so everything is drive-through. And so, of course, the line is going to be a lot longer, which makes it harder for DoorDashers to get the orders to the customers' doors on time because they're short-staffed. A lot of people are quitting because they don't want to deal with rude and angry customers anymore because the customers don't want to follow the rules. So, and then the people are getting mad because it's taking them so long to get their food at the drive-thru. Well, because they don't have enough workers. And yeah, retail doesn't pay very much. I can tell you the U.S. Post Office is also hiring, probably across the country. So that's another option that you can have, is work for the post office. It's a government job. It pays good money. Go to a temp agency. I'm sure that they will be more than happy. Now the temp agencies are allowing the workers to work from home because of COVID. Although that was last year, so I can't verify if it's still that way this year, but I'm presuming it's that way. Because I had signed up with a couple temp agencies last year, but they just didn't have the jobs that I needed that would pay me what I need to get paid to pay my debts. So first of all, I guess my point here is just, first of all, please, if you're not working and you're on unemployment, you can still collect unemployment if you're working part-time at a retail company. At least it'll help them out and lower the stress on their employees. And also be patient with restaurants and stores that are short-staffed because people aren't going and applying for jobs. I mean, every place is hiring right now, and nobody's applying because of this unemployment thing. So just please, if you're looking for a job, even if it's a part-time thing, even if it's a second job, whatever, go out and either do DoorDash or work in retail just part-time. You know, you don't have to work there a lot of hours. You'll be making extra money. You can still collect your unemployment. You have to make at least $100 in order to, according to this website that I found, you have to make that was through the unemployment website through Minnesota. You have to make at least $100 in order to qualify for unemployment with this COVID thing. So, you know, it just infuriates me that people are not going out and looking for jobs because they're on unemployment and they're getting that extra money per week. You can probably still do that. I mean, ask at your unemployment office and find out what the qualifications are, and then go out and maybe get a retail job just temporarily, part-time, whatever, and that would help them out, and it would help you out, and it would help people like DoorDashers, Postmates, Uber Eats, Grubhub, all those people that are trying to make a living doing that kind of a job. And again, I want to stress with DoorDash, if you use DoorDash as a customer, please tip your drivers, because we do not get paid by the hour. We get a very minimal amount for orders per order. I get like $2 to $3.50 per order, and a lot of times they don't do peak pays, and when they do, it's only like an extra $1 during the time that I go, and it's not nearly as good as last year. But if you don't tip, then we don't get paid a lot of money. So please tip your drivers. Even if it's $1, it's something, Last week I had a customer, which I think she must have wanted to what I want to believe is that she wanted to tip me $1, but she only tipped me a penny. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. And I had to drive it like quite a ways to get her the food from where I picked it up from. So please tip your drivers, even if it's $1. The more generous, the better it is. I know that everybody's strapped for money and everything, so, you can't always tip your drivers, and we understand that. But try to at least tip $1 to your drivers, because they don't get reimbursed for their gas. I know I don't. I checked with Postmates and Grubhub last year to think if maybe I could do them and get reimbursed. We don't. I do use Get Upside, which helps a little bit. I mean, it doesn't help at the gas pump, but we get the money back. So, and you can also use Get Upside with restaurants and groceries as well too. So check that out too. So, you know, if you're getting frustrated that the store that you go to is short-staffed and you're waiting in long lines, consider applying there and help them out and help yourself out and help out the other customers. Okay? Please. And maybe if unemployment would get on the ball, I don't know if they're doing this, but maybe if they would start asking, you know, auditing all these people, saying, hey, are you really out there looking for a job? You know, I think they should start cutting people off and make them go out and get a job if they're not, you know, or limit, you know, cut back on how much unemployment will pay. And maybe that'll encourage people to go out there and try to get a job. So that's all I ask is there's a lot of places hiring right now, and it may not pay much, but it's something. So I'm sorry that this is kind of a rant, but I've just been dealing with this with Sea Dog and Silver Mist and everything, and you know, it's stressing out the workers, and then the workers end up quitting because they can't deal with angry Karens, as it were. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you go before my time runs out. And I'm also thinking of maybe quitting my presidential highlights. I'll do the second half of Eisenhower, but let me know in the comments below if you want me to continue all the way through, if you want me to keep those going or not. So more Adventures with Chloe coming up as well, as soon as the weather gets nice enough. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a sunny day.